In this daily drop, I'm going to talk about planning for productions, especially ones where you have little to almost no time. So let's go. All right, everybody, here we are, and I am less than a week away from my production in San Antonio, Texas, and hour by hour, it actually feels like minute by minute, I realize how little time we actually will have to execute what we need to get done. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of what the project is, and then I'm going to talk about planning for productions that are like the one I have coming up. And what I'm going to talk about also applies to any production, but especially so when you have little to no time. So what we're doing is going down for an existing client of mine to shoot a case study video. It's going to be at a school district, so there's a lot of or prep work that needs to get done. We have to provide IDs for clearance. There's a lot of planning in terms of access to and where we can be at the school, and I totally understand that. That is their protocol, and I am happy to follow that. But what we just recently found out is what was supposed to be at least a full day shoot, possibly a 1.5 to 2 day shoot, where we were going to be conducting a series of interviews and then, of course, capturing B-roll to tell the story, is turning out to be a production that's going to happen within about a 5 to 6 hour period of time. That's how much access we're going to have to the actual interior part of the school. We're going to get some shots later in the day, some B-roll of the exterior and of the general location, but actual access to the interior location where we're going to have to get our B-roll and then shoot 4 to 5 interviews is going to be about from the time we get in the building to the time we are wrapped, breaking down equipment, and working on loading out, 5 total hours. So that's crazy sauce. I mean, that's just nuts based on what we have to get done. So from my perspective, I'm a big planner when it comes to production anyway. I'm generally about a week out to the place where mentally I have prepared myself for what we're going to be doing. You're never going to have everything in place, but when you have little time on a production, like we will have, every minute is going to count in terms of executing what we need to do. And by the way, in those 4 to 5 interviews, we're going to be doing a camera and lighting swap as well. We're going to flip so that we're going to be looking camera right for 2 or 3 of the interviews, and then we're going to be looking camera left for the other interviews. It's going to be nutty, I have to tell you. So planning is the key to it, because, you know, what we do for a living is a combination of tech and craft and then problem solving. The problem solving part of it is the majority of what we do, right? You learn how your equipment works. You learn the tech side of things. Then you learn your craft, which is a lifelong thing. You never completely learn it. You're just constantly learning. But the problem solving part of it happens to be what production really is. It's really what we do all of the time. We are presented with something and then we solve that problem. It's not always a problem in the way that a normal problem is, like, oh, this is such a problem. It's just there is something flaring in the lens, or there is something in the frame that shouldn't be there, or somebody comes up to you and says, we can't do this right now, it has to be done at this time. Well, if you don't spend the time in pre-production planning for everything that you can have control over right now, before you get to your location, before you get on set, before you get on location, then that's where real problems start to happen. So from my standpoint as a producer, what I'm trying to do is anticipate and handle all of the little things that don't need to be handled on the day of your production. And that means a lot of different things. I've already built out internally the call sheet for the production, which is going to have the overall schedule. I'm putting together independent contractor agreements. I am securing all of the things that we need in terms of car rental. I'm going to be sending out an email to one of the crew that I'm contracting locally that's going to be basically a swing, grip and electric, and go over the equipment. So all of those things are going to happen before the end of this week for a job that is happening next Wednesday. So planning for production is always essential. But when you are planning for a production where you thought you might have more time, or traditionally you would have more time, and you find out that that has been squashed into a very short period of time, it's then where you need to be so specific that when you get there, you can problem solve, but you're dealing with the things that are happening in real time, the things that you couldn't anticipate. And that to me is sort of my MO when it comes to production. It's get all of the stuff that could be handled, that can be handled before the shoot, handled now. And then when you get there, you can deal with everything that's going to come up in real time. That's what we do. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.